There's a line where land meets sky, where waves kiss cliffs, and every turn tells a story. This is California, and today we ride from the fog-shrouded hills of San Francisco to the sun-drenched shores of San Diego, a journey that's part road, part soul-searching. 1,000 memories waiting on one ribbon of coast, a drive that defines freedom itself. Chapter 1. Departure, San Francisco's Dawn. It begins where dreams often do, at the edge of something vast. You stand above the bay, the wind cool against your face. The Golden Gate Bridge, painted in international orange, rises through the mist like a gateway to destiny. Its cables hum softly in the morning breeze, a hymn to movement, to possibility. San Francisco awakens slowly below, cable cars clanging, gulls circling above Alcatraz, the faint scent of salt and espresso drifting through the streets of North Beach. You breathe in the morning air, that crisp mix of ocean and city life, and feel the pull of the open road ahead. As the car glides out of the city, past the pastel-painted homes of the Sunset District and the last glimpse of the skyline in your rearview mirror, you whisper to yourself, let's not leave in haste, but in wonder. Chapter 2. Coastal Whispers, Half Moon Bay and Santa Cruz. The first stretch south is a gentle invitation, a promise of salt and silence. Half Moon Bay greets you with calm surf and wide open skies. You stop for coffee at a seaside cafe, where locals chat about tides and travelers trace their routes on worn paper maps. The scent of pastries mixes with sea spray. You stroll along the bluff trail. Waves crash below, gulls drift lazily, and for a moment, everything slows. You realize that time here doesn't tick, it breathes. Then the road curves, bending towards Santa Cruz. A shift in mood, the laid-back hum of surfboards and sunshine. The Santa Cruz Beach boardwalk appears like a mirage of nostalgia. Bright lights, laughter, and the creak of the old wooden roller coaster. The salty air smells of popcorn and sunscreen. Walk the pier. Watch the sea lions bark below. The Pacific stretches endlessly, like an open invitation. It's playful, it's peaceful, and it's just the beginning. Chapter 3. Into the Wild, Monterey, Carmel, and Big Sur. The next stretch is where the coast begins to roar. You arrive in Monterey where history lingers in every corner. From Cannery Row, old canning factories, to the tranquil waters of the bay. Sea otters float on their backs, kelp forests sway beneath the surface, and the cries of distant gulls echo against the wharf. Stop at the Monterey Bay Aquarium, where the deep blues of the Pacific unfold before your eyes. A silent reminder of how alive this coast really is. A few miles south, you enter Carmel by the Sea, a town straight out of a storybook. White cottages hidden under cypress trees, art galleries, small bakeries, and streets that seem to whisper poetry. You wander barefoot along Carmel Beach, the sand soft, the water cold, the horizon infinite. But then, the tone changes. The calm gives way to grandeur. Welcome to Big Sur, California at its rawest, most breathtaking. Here the Santa Lucia Mountains plunge straight into the Pacific, and the highway clings to the cliffs like a silver thread. The sound of the surf below mixes with the wind that rushes across the ridges. You stop at Bixby Creek Bridge, one of the most photographed bridges in the world. Standing there, you feel the road pulse beneath your feet. Every journey that's come before, every dream that's ever chased a horizon. Big Sur doesn't just impress you, it humbles you. It reminds you how small we are, and how beautiful that can be. Chapter 4. Central Coast Stillness, San Luis Obispo and Cambria. Beyond the cliffs, the drama softens. The wild coast gives way to calm hills and golden light. You roll into San Luis Obispo, often called SLO, fittingly so, because this is where life seems to slow itself down. You wander the historic downtown, Spanish tiles glowing in afternoon sun. Maybe you stop at Bubblegum Alley, quirky and colorful, or sip a glass of Central Coast wine at a local vineyard. Evening settles. The air turns warm. A band plays softly in a plaza. You realize you're halfway, not just in distance, but in discovery. Then the road takes you to Cambria, a small coastal town embraced by pine trees and sea breeze. Art galleries line the streets, and the scent of salt mingles with wood smoke from cozy inns. Walk the Moonstone Beach boardwalk as the sun dips low. The horizon glows gold and rose, and the waves shimmer like molten glass. You breathe deeper here. You sleep deeper too. Chapter 5, Riviera and Romance, Santa Barbara to Malibu. As you drive farther south, the coast begins to smile again. Softer, warmer, kissed by the Mediterranean sun. In Santa Barbara, red-tiled roofs and whitewashed walls gleam under palm trees. The air smells of bougainvillea and sea salt. You stroll along State Street, the ocean breeze following you, or wander through the historic Old Mission, where bells echo faintly across time. This is California's Riviera, elegant yet effortless. Then comes Malibu, where the mountains meet the waves in a dance of light and luxury. The Pacific Coast Highway curves around coves where surfers wait patiently for the perfect break. The golden hour stretches long, and the light itself feels cinematic. You might stop for a late lunch at Malibu Farm Pier, barefoot travelers mingling with locals, everyone watching the horizon. And as twilight descends, you roll the windows down, the radio soft, the ocean whispering beside you. The road, Highway 1, sings beneath your tires like a promise that never ends. Chapter 6, City and Surf, the Los Angeles corridor. Now the calm yields to energy. Pure, electric. Los Angeles rises from the coast like a mirage of ambition. Skyscrapers, palms, endless lanes of motion. You pass Santa Monica, its Ferris wheel spinning bright against the Pacific dusk. Then Venice Beach, full of skaters, artists, dreamers. A carnival of freedom. The hum of traffic, the pulse of creativity, the blending of every culture. It's chaotic, yes, but alive. You drive through downtown LA, neon lights reflecting off glass towers. Murals color every wall. Music spills from open windows. But you don't stay long, because beyond the city glow lies your final horizon. Chapter 7, Arrival, San Diego's Golden Hours. The last stretch feels almost sacred. The highway straightens, the ocean stays close, and then the skyline of San Diego appears, shimmering in the sun. You roll into La Jolla, cliffs rising above turquoise water. Sea caves echo with the sound of the tide. The air is warm, lazy, perfect. As you reach Coronado Beach, the day begins to fade. The sand glows gold under your feet. The Pacific sighs softly, like it knows you've arrived. You park the car, take off your shoes, and walk towards the setting sun. This wasn't just a drive. It was a transformation. From fog to firelight, from the city's hum to the ocean's hush. You look back once more at the road behind you, glowing faintly in memory, and forward to wherever the next horizon calls. Chapter 8, The Heart of the Trip. Moments between miles. Every road trip has destinations, but what lingers are the spaces between. The nameless turnouts where you stop just to stare. The diner where a stranger tells you the best sunset spot. The laughter that fills the car. The playlists that become soundtracks to your life. You remember a hawk circling over Big Sur. The taste of salt on your lips in Santa Cruz. The way sunlight shimmered through eucalyptus trees south of Carmel. Those in-between moments, that's where the soul of California lives. Not in the maps or the milestones, but in the quiet recognition that you are alive and free on this road. Chapter 9, Practical Poetry, Tips and Truths. To truly feel this journey, a few truths to guide you. Take your time. You could rush this trip in 9 to 10 hours, but to truly live it, give yourself 5 to 7 days. Let the rhythm of the coast lead you. Follow the ocean. Hug the Pacific with your right shoulder. It's your constant companion. Expect the unexpected. Fog at the Golden Gate. Sunshine in Santa Barbara. Maybe a rainstorm over Big Sur. California teaches you flexibility. Stay open. Landslides or roadwork may reroute you, but detours often hide the best discoveries. Pause for light. Sunrise in San Francisco, sunset in San Diego. These are sacred hours. Don't miss them. Pack your spirit. Because this drive isn't just about where you go, but who you become along the way. Chapter 10. Final Frame and Fade. Out night falls softly over San Diego. You walk the shoreline, footprints fading into the foam. Behind you, the story of the coast. Ahead, the next chapter waiting to be written. The road hums quietly in your memory, a melody of engines and wind and wonder. The waves whisper one word again and again. Return. Because every road trip ends, but the story doesn't. It lingers in the heart, alive in dreams, replaying in the mind long after the tires cool. So if you ever hear the call of the coast, say yes. Drive. Let California show you its soul. Outro. If you enjoyed this journey, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss the next escape. Share your favorite stop in the comments, and tell us, where will you drive next? See you on the road.